Nick Nation, welcome back to another episode of the Nicky Gordo Show. Today I have my two beautiful guests. Gutter, say hi.
Hey.
He's kind of depressed. Brazil lost. And I have Dom.
Yo.
What's up? How was your guys' days, huh?
It's a bad
Pretty
day.
good, man. Pretty good, actually.
Yeah, you guys depressed. I'm going to try to make it a little bit more fun. And I want to start out today with a message to everybody. Polly, could you cue that? Listen, America, it's 250th birthday. We are the Send me to Israel and the Middle East. Let me talk to Benjamin Netanyahu. Send me to Russia. Let me talk to Putin. Send me to China. Let me talk to Ping. Send me to Ukraine. Let me talk to Zelensky. And if they don't listen to me, we're sending 12 piss missiles to their front lawn. I'm blowing that up, and I'm going to make the whole Middle East look like a Rubik's Cube. I'm sick of people in our pockets. I'm sick of people not doing. I'm sick of Trump not releasing the files. You know what? Send me and my boys to the Middle East, and nobody gets the Holy Land anymore. That's coming back to us. The Catholics and the Christians. That's what we're doing. Kim Jong-un, you want to threaten us with a little nuke? Brother, we're sending 20 nukes to your lawn. Huh? I'm blowing you up. I'm sick of this. Middle East, I'm coming. You guys don't want to get along? Palestine and Israel? I'm nuking both sides. We're done with this, alright? We're done. Remember who you are, America. Remember who you are, white boy. That's how I want to start my day off right now.
Hey, that was a good introduction.
That fired me up. That made me feel better. Oh my
That was good.
better.
Hey, I had to tell him really quick. Well, yeah, boys, that was my message, right? I love America. I love any other country, but don't forget who you are. I kind of want to talk about this. Dude, the energy drink with that, my heart goes speeding right now. Have you guys noticed that between the times of 3 in the morning and 4 in the morning, everyone keeps waking up? And I had a theory that majority of people are waking up between 3 to 4 in the morning more than ever in 2026 and 2025. And I think it has to do with AI data centers coming, the Bluetooth on your phone speakers being on all night, everything being by your head, like when you sleep with your phone. And then it's actually stopping you from astral projecting, which is causing your dopamine to go lower and lower. And that's why people are getting more addicted to gooning and all this bad stuff. And then what happens? Creativity dies. AI comes to life. AI takes over. There's no more jobs. There's data centers in your city. And then everything goes. We have to stop putting data centers. We have to stop eating goy slop because everyone's waking up from 2 to 4 a.m. Thoughts on data centers and waking up 2 to 4 a.m.?
I agree.
It's also.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I'm very anti-data center.
Super anti-data centers.
Get them out of here. Get them out of here.
What about you, Dom? I mean, Con. You got her?
You know, 3 o'clock is the witching hour as well.
Some call it the witching hour, some call it the gooning hour. Huh?
I like to call it the gooning hour.
You do the math.
You do the math, man. But yeah, no, the data centers. We don't need that many. We need a couple. Like, so we can make funny pictures and stupid ass little memes.
Okay, like
Yeah,
But,
I want data centers so I can make so I can put a zebra in a rocket ship.
Yeah.
You get me?
Like, that's cool. But we don't need data centers to track down every American or every Canadian or whatever, or to send a razor blade through a neck. Like, it's
Razor
insane.
blade to neck. Let's agree. It's a
Okay.
that's
good thing.
debatable. That's debatable.
debatable.
Brother,
That's
let's
debatable.
bring back Guantanamo Bay, right? Like, let's do all that stuff, but we don't need data centers to come into your country and then, oh, well, we're going to ban data centers. Well, okay, then you ban the data centers, cool, but then the private corporation buys the land, buys the data centers, so that's a loophole, and it goes against state laws when they ban data centers, but then private investors come, buy the data center and buy the land, and now you bypass state laws by making it private. Fun fact of the day with Nicky Gordo, and that's why we have to stop letting foreign countries invest in our country, because then they can buy private data centers and then go back to Mossad, KGB, or the MI6.
I'm just saying that Miami had a few unexpected fires And if I see a data center there in the next couple months to next couple
surprised.
years, I wouldn't be surprised.
Because
I wouldn't be surprised.
what's his name? McDonald, the guy running for governor, the black guy, he wants to make data centers. He's all for data centers. And that's why I like, listen, there's some things about Fishback I'm not the biggest fan of, but in the grand scheme of things, besides the things that I don't like, I like Fishback in the grand scheme of things without a few little things because he wants to ban data centers. He doesn't want data centers. But then you ask him, okay, you don't want data centers and you're going to ban them, but what are you going to do to regulate, super, super rich billionaire from overseas buying land and buying a data center? So you got to kind of regulate it.
Yeah, I would say with regulation, it definitely, because I don't think with like as much hate as AI is getting, I don't think it's going to be completely like wiped out. But then like I still feel like it's going to be in our life, if not more involved in our everyday life. But I think just like not mandated, I'm sorry. What is it? What did you say?
Regulated.
Regulated.
Like someone got mad at me because I made Gutter made an AI video of me of old Fat Nick versus 2016 Fat Nick.
No.
And I got the biggest out of it.
2026 Fat Nick versus
It's 2026 Fat Nick versus 2016 Fat Nick, and all the fans were complaining. What the hell are you... Brother, it's funny.
I'm stealing all your water. I'm stealing all your water.
I don't know.
But that's what they're complaining about, right?
I'm more
like
on
the data centers are stealing the water.
Well, they're not. It's not that.
But the giant Amazon warehouse doesn't steal the water. But you get your little your fan that you want to take outside and from Amazon.
I
so
guess
it's okay.
I guess the Amazon warehouse is more justifiable because it's like services and goods and like we're buying stuff. So like people are technically working there. This data center is just to keep computers cool. And the AC is that's what I'm saying.
Soon the future is gonna be that. The future is computers.
That's what the argument is.
But I don't agree with AI being used in like every aspect of life. I don't think it should be in every single aspect.
Listen,
of
AI
life.
makes people retarded.
Yeah.
AI gives people social skill issues.
You're dependent on it.
And then it becomes, there used to be 20 kids with depression, anxiety. Now there's 100 because kids are stupid.
Yeah.
But to go off that, have you ever astral projected before?
Is there nutritional value to sugary sodas? It's a yes or no question.
I am not an expert. I would have to look at the dietary guidelines.
You're not an expert. I don't think that there's nutritional value to sugary sodas. I think most people in this room would agree with that assessment. But you have no opinion?
I'm here to talk about the food needs and the hunger crisis that individuals here in America are facing.
Are you that ideologically dug in that you want our tax dollars paying for sugary sodas that you will not, in a straightforward way, admit that sugary sodas are not healthful for the American people?
I think that focusing on soda when people are going hungry.
We spend a lot of our tax dollars are spent on soda. That's why I'm asking about it.
We have
you appear to be so ideologically dug in that you won't answer a simple question that's not an appropriate use of our tax dollars and that does not, in fact, make the American people more healthy.
America, wake the up. Majority of these politicians don't give a about you. They want you to eat sugar and sugary snacks to what? To keep you fat and retarded and a little from the red 40. That's what happens. Politicians don't care. They put you on EBT. They let you eat sugar. They let you eat snacks. You turn retarded. You turn fat. You turn into a bunch of slop. You don't get out of your couch and you don't break the cycle. America, get up. Speak up for yourself. Why is Europe running in circles in us in the food pyramid? Why is Europe so much healthier than America? Why are they skinnier? Why are they faster? Why do they think better? Because American politics are making our children fat and retarded. Stop buying sugary snacks, which are EBT cards. Actually, take the EBT cards away. We don't need to give them to people anymore unless they really goddamn need it. Stop eating Red 40. Stop eating Blue Dye 4. Stop eating sugary snacks and eat some rotten candy. And this week's Freak of the Week was brought to you by Rotten Candy. 7 grams of prebiotic fiber, 60% less sugar, less calories. Listen, I don't know if Rotten Candy made my wiener grow bigger or I just lost some weight so now I can see my wiener a little bit more. But either way, that's a W in my book. Eat Rotten Candy.
Astral?
I've always...
Is it Astro or Astro?
Astral.
Stroll?
Stroll.
No, I've never
haven't.
astral projected.
I
Is that when you dream and see yourself?
So
Yeah.
the other day I was laying down in my bed and I never fall asleep on my back because sometimes I choke. I gotta sleep on my stomach, so I fell asleep on my
Really?
back. And dude, I'll never. But the thing, I don't know if it was a dream or astral projected. I was asleep on my back, and then all of a sudden I see myself laying down and I'm above my body, and then I remember going through my roof, and then I like flew.
Oh, this got abducted by aliens.
And then I flew down 88th Street and then went all the way to downtown Miami, but I was flying, I was seeing the whole city.
Dude,
Yo,
imagine,
he got abducted by aliens.
dude, imagine you looking out your window.
Fat Nick in his undies and his chonies flying.
Dude.
Dude, I swear, I went to downtown and I saw the lights and I saw the streets and then I came back and landed in my body. So was I astral projecting or was I just dreaming? Things would never.
But that's both, right?
Well,
Like if
yeah.
you're still dreaming if you're astral projecting, right? Is that lucid dreaming though? Lucid dreaming is different, right? Because lucid dreaming is when you have a dream but you can control everything in your dream.
Well, lucid dreaming is like kind of like a wet dream. Have you
No.
ever had a wet dream?
I've had
I mean,
a
I
wet
don't
dude.
know.
I've had a wet dream once.
I've never
ever.
had it wet.
I've had a wet dream.
When I wake up, no. I've never
it
had that.
one time.
Dude, when I had just moved.
I've woken up with a hard on, but I've never wet the bed with like.
Really?
I never the bed.
Crazy.
Dude, I remember I was in LA when I first moved there. When I was living there for like 3 years back in there, I think I was like 18 years old or 19 years old, like super old. Had no money, had to stay at people's apartments. I stayed at my homegirl's apartment at the time. Where, like, she let everyone stay in there. And she went to work, and it was me, like 3 homies there, but we were all on the couches. And like, dude, she left. Like, let me go lay down in the bed, right? Like, I'm gonna go lay down in the bed.
So you in your sheets.
Dude. I woke up everywhere.
Nah.
A dream.
But did you have was the dream crazy? Like, do you remember like it was a sexual dream?
Yeah,
or,
a sexual dream.
Or was it just like you woke up and it was
No,
not
I remember,
everywhere?
I was having a sexual dream at 18 years old or 19. I was like 18 or 19, and I just woke up everywhere.
But
That's
you knew it was.
insane.
Yeah, I mean, well, it wasn't piss.
Yeah, but no, I didn't have. I don't think mine. I had a sex dream. I think I just woke up with.
Nah, there's
Am I
no
sure?
way.
I swear to God. Well, I don't really remember.
Yeah,
It
you
was a
don't
long
remember.
time ago, but I don't think I did.
You guys ever have those dreams where you're like the worst person on earth and then like your life is ruined and then you wake up and you're like, oh, thank God that didn't happen.
No, I don't.
You
dream
never
about
had that?
I don't have a dream about me being the worst person on earth.
I've had like you kill someone or like you do something crazy and then like the cops are after you and your whole life is in
Oh, yeah,
shambles
don't
and
tell them
then
stuff
like
like
you
that.
wake up and you're like, oh God, thank
Dude,
Jesus.
Dude, it literally just feels like another chance at life.
Dude, yeah,
Like,
you're like, today is the day, man. I'm gonna live it right today.
Hey, talking about you guys want to hear something crazy?
What?
It's a statistical fact. That's what I say. I'm not like other podcasters. I don't talk about women. I love women. I love guys. I love trans. I love gays. I love everybody. I don't care. Just don't piss me off. But I will say this. I might have lied in a few of those. Something I might have lied. But I will say this. I do care. People are like, oh, well, you shouldn't care, but I do. Like, if a girl's been with too many guys, it's an automatic turn off. 100%. That goes for any. It's not a self-esteem issue. It's not who has a bigger dick. No, it's black and white. 1 + 1 = 2.
I think it's just society too.
But check this out. It's not society. It just
like the
But
measures.
can I get to where I'm getting to?
Go
So
ahead.
you can go to. Can I just gonna think I'm weird? If a girl gets over 10 times, your baby will have traces of that other person's DNA, statistically proven.
Really?
Yes.
No.
Yes. It's a proven fact. You can Google it.
Like
So
if I in a girl 5 years ago.
If a girl in her lifetime has had raw sex, and nothing wrong with having raw sex, you're a human being, you want to experiment, you want to live, sure, I'm all for it. But they're in between 1, 2, and then letting the whole O line go in there. You get me? And if you had 10 different in you, right, and that's a proven fact, you will have traces of other people's DNAs. And then come, hey, I don't care that you're and I don't care that you want to have sex, but I do have a problem that I want to keep my fine heritage of Greek, 25% Peruvian, and the rest British heritage of my child and whatever you may be. And I don't want traces of, a little Ecuadorian, a
Okay.
little Mexican, God forbid, a little Nigerian. I might lose my brain on that one, right?
But let me get this straight. So you're telling me if a girl has a baby, but she's been in by like
Has to be 10. Has to be 10.
It has to be 10?
Like, it's 10 or more.
So it's like a statistic that if 10 or more guys have in you, there's a statistic
But
that
what-
at least
okay,
one
so-
of them is going to be in that baby.
He's got traits of other people.
What if I nutted in her like 50 times? does that overtake
No,
10?
it still has traces of other people's DNAs.
No, but like if I in a girl 50 times and then she went and had a baby with another guy, my gotta be in there.
Yeah.
Your in there, but it has traces.
But you just have to in there 10 times.
No, you idiot. Okay, if she's been with let's say she's been with 15 partners, and out of the 15 partners, you're number 15, and then 9 other people in her before you in her lifetime. She will have traces of all of those DNAs in her baby.
So every girl in Miami. basically.
Every girl in Miami has traces of babies, and therefore child support. Hey, you want to go that route? If you leave, the child support should be divided by 10. Should be divided by 10.
But that's interesting though. Like I wonder, like the DNA just stays roaming in the air.
Dude,
like,
you can Google it. I'm not Bill Nye. I just
But
just
I feel
report
like it
facts.
makes sense, but I feel like anybody who nuts in there, it'll stay. You know
No,
what I mean?
it has to be 10 people, Gutter. It has to be 10. I don't make the rules.
How-
That guy
I want
there
to.
does.
I want to know how they like what sparked that idea. Not what necessarily sparked the idea on that, but like how they ran that experiment. Like they capped it out at 10 people. They're like, okay, at 9 people doesn't work, 8 people doesn't work.
I just
10
think it's
people.
10 times.
that
Like if you get enough in you, if you 2 guys, one of them in you 100 times, and then the next guy that's in you,
but it's
100%
different,
that guy's
bro.
gonna be
It's
in
like
there.
imagine you getting a bowl of ice cream, right? And you've had cookies and cream your whole life, and then I ran into you with pistachio, strawberry. You're gonna taste all the flavors.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
So it's all mixed
But
up.
even if it was just pistachio, you're still gonna taste it.
Well, yeah.
I think that's what it is. But I think 10 is like it can go up to 10. Like, is that the max? What
Okay,
if it's 30?
I get what you're saying. Okay, so say if she's only been with one person,
One guy, but he in her 1,000 times.
then yes, then yes.
100%. Yeah, you have to. You're gonna be the second dad.
But say if the girl was like, okay, it was only you and Nick, and then I come in or whatever, then it wouldn't work like that because it's only 2.
No, it would still work.
no,
because
it has to be 10.
It has to be 10 times. Then you guys only did it
10
once.
times. Okay, yeah. That makes
yes.
sense. That makes sense.
So,
Yeah. So don't let a guy come in you 10 times, and if you're gonna do it, up to 9, you can stop at 9.
Be considerate.
Yeah, and honestly, don't tell me. If you do tell me that, I'm gonna be turned out.
Yeah, lie.
That's
Just
It's
lie.
disgusting, bro. I don't want to do that.
Just lie.
That's mainly Miami girls. Talking about and different ethnicities, right? Because it is. I was talking the other day, and like, I'm not a racist. I might have prejudice tendencies, and like, I see someone with a shiesty mask. I'm gonna back up. I see Hispanic, like, my mom's side of the family at Home Depot. I might ask for help to remodeling my house. But I do believe in good racism, and what I mean by good racism is this: if I walk into a Chinese restaurant, I want to see a Chinese person making my food. If I walk into an Italian restaurant, I don't want to see Mario Lopez from El Salvador, who just came out of a papusa binge, making my lasagna, right? You get me? Like, if I hire someone to clean my house, I don't want it to be, maybe a lady from Eastern Europe or Africa. I want someone from Dom's heritage to come clean my house, which is Mexican. So do you get
No, that's
what I
real.
mean?
No, that's real. That's real. Yeah. Because bro, that's what pisses me off here is that there's Mexican restaurants here that are all Cuban.
It pisses you off.
It pisses me off.
And it's like, yo,
Like what? We don't got one Mexican
What about,
lying around?
What about like New York? A lot of the restaurants, Mexicans are back there making it.
Yeah.
But the thing about Mexicans, bro, and I won't give it to them.
That's
can
honestly,
fit in.
yeah. That's honestly,
the Mexicans
They know.
can adapt.
They can adapt.
Yeah, they can adapt.
They're like chameleons.
Dude, Mexicans, you tell Mexicans to make a lasagna and you
Oh,
you,
see, wait, what was it? Dude, they're on that. They're on that. They can do a lot.
Yeah,
Mexicans
bro.
are versatile.
yeah, Mexicans can adapt. Okay, that's one thing. Mexicans can do everything, but the grand scheme of things, a little good racism is good.
Yeah.
yeah, especially
How-
with Chinese food.
like, stick to
Mexicans
your
love
lane,
Chinese
right?
food.
But how
Mexicans
pi-
love Panda
How
Express.
pissed would you be? They do. But how pissed would you be if you walk into a Chinese restaurant? I'm not joking. And the back is just a sea of Colombians.
Yeah. See that, but now there's nothing wrong with that. But I'm gonna go to a Mexican restaurant expecting Mexican people to be making Mexican food.
Or how about this? How about you walk into a pizza shop?
Okay.
You want to see an Italian guy? How about you see 6 Indians?
I'm pissed, like in Canada.
How about you look at the menu and you're like pepperoni pizza, Hawaiian, and whatever. Tiki masala pizza.
Butter chicken,
What?
butter
What's
chicken
that? A
calzone.
butter chicken pizza, shawarma pizza. Like, come on, guys. I get it. Fusion. I get it.
Pajit
But
sauce.
let's make it. Let's make it 1 or 2 special places that have that option. We don't need every pizza place with a little bit of, You know what I mean?
With a little stench.
With a little curry added to it.
Dude, Canada, and I've said this before, I'm a Canadian. I have dual citizenship. I have a citizenship in Canada. I have government ties and family ties in Canada, right? But I'm still America first. Canada got overrun with Indians. It's literally disgusting. It's like, once again, I go to Tim Hortons and my Tim Hortons coffee tastes like chutney sauce. Like, why does every Indian man go when they're born in their mother's vagina or their goat's vagina in India? The main thing is, you're gonna go to Canada growing up. Hey, how about no? How about you go to Mumbai? How about you go to Delhi? How about we send you to Pakistan and you guys solve the beef?
Bro,
I wonder how many Indians are in Mexico. Because
Probably
it's just
not
as
many.
easy to get into
Yeah, but
Mexico
the thing,
as it is-
Mexicans have too much pride. The Canadians, I love my Canadian people, but there was a point in life where Canadians became soft.
the problem with Canada is they're very accepting. They're very like, yeah, come on down. But then it's like, you know when you throw a party? You ever threw a party and then you have your guests come and then they're like, yo, can I bring my homie? And you're like, yeah, all right. Then that homie's like, yo, can I bring my homie? And you're like, okay.
And then they send out the address.
And then the address gets leaked, and then you have 50 people at your house, and you're like, whoa, hey. I mean, yo, we're here already. We got beers. And you're like, all right, and then your house gets destroyed.
But the thing, the difference between inviting someone to your country, like 50 blonde McKennas from Norway, or 50 cool Mexicans that can make me al pastor tacos all night, and then inviting 100 Indian Pajeets who all smell like throw donkey on the
Super
streets and don't
creepy.
do anything, and are creepy. Every Indian guy will say it. I have never met an Indian guy who's not creepy.
That's true.
I
You know
met
what's
one.
fucked up, though?
Who?
It was my homie back home.
Oh,
But
what's
it-
his name?
Well,
Rick.
obviously,
I
swear to God,
there's
his name
some
was
that
Ricky.
aren't because they're humans.
Yeah,
but the general
Americanized.
space.
Americanized.
The
and that's
American.
thing.
He's not from, like, his grandparents were from over there.
But he's Americanized.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
he learned how to adapt in Western society. But the ones that come straight from India, they're all creepy. They're all and it's like, yo, Canada, what the is going on that Tim Hortons only hires Indians? And hey, guess what, Canada? You guys can no longer make an iced coffee in Tim Hortons because these Indians don't even have ice in their countries. So you see ice and they're like, what is this? They think it's witchcraft. They think it's a marble stone or something.
Bro, I genuinely think Tim Hortons is like a spawn point for Indians. Okay, so hear me out. So you know Skinner?
Yeah, I know Skinner. Shout out to
So
Skinner.
shout out Skinner. He has a cottage up north, right? And it's like probably like 3 hours up north, 2 hours up north, something like that. It's great going up there because there's none of them up there. It's just like, you know what I mean? They don't really with that cottage going. I mean, I don't know,
It's
but
like the
they're just
great
not out there. Whatever.
The great Canadian.
So
Northern.
I'm like talking. Literally, me and Skinner, we're talking about it. We're like, damn, this is crazy. Like I haven't seen one in a minute. We go to Tim Hortons, brother. As soon as we walk into Tim Hortons, we're smiling. All we hear is 44, number 44 serving. I'm like, there is no f***ing way. How are they here? But only at the Tims. Only at the Tims. It's like, are they spawn? Do they spawn here? Do they like
That's
sign
like
a
the-
thing and then they like, okay, go to this Tim Hortons? Like what the?
Just come to Canada. Justin Trudeau shows them a picture of him and Katy Perry.
I don't get it.
Here's your Tim Hortons uniform. Learn how to make a coffee, and that's it.
You want to know what their top 3 jobs are?
Tim Hortons.
Tim Hortons, pizza places, and Uber.
We gotta start eliminating them.
That's it.
I went in an Uber in Canada, and it smelled like.
Every
Yeah,
Uber.
I've been
How
in a
much do you
few.
want to bet? When I get back home tomorrow, how much do you want to bet that the guy who's gonna pick me up from the airport is gonna be an Indian guy?
100%. But think about
There's
America.
no
I
point in
don't, think
betting.
I don't think I've ever not taken an Uber that wasn't an Indian guy in Canada.
And think about America besides besides LA, New York, is we don't put up a. If you're gonna come to our country and stink it up, brother, we're American. Someone's
And
gonna
that's the
knock
thing.
your ass out.
People were getting pissed, right? And they're like, "What the going on? You Canadians are now. What's going on?" No, we're sick of it. How nice can you be until you? How many times you want to me in my ass before I get upset about it? Like, you know what I mean?
And
What-
if I get
how many
mad,
times you on my beach before I start yelling at you,
No,
throwing
it-
garbage in the rivers? Like, brother,
and it's like if I get ass, I don't want to get ass by an Indian guy.
yeah, that'd be somebody cool.
let's get
Right?
one thing straight before everybody starts speculating. Oh, these guys, are these guys are pieces of shit. Listen, there's been Indian people in Canada for not centuries, but for decades. Okay, they're cool. They've went there. They've assimilated. They're chill. They're normal. I've had hella friends in school, like in public school, that were
adapted.
Indian. They were mad chill. They were assimilated. But now it's too many. It's an overbearing amount of new people that don't have enough time to assimilate. Then they go, oh, there's all my friends here. Oh, this is what we do. Party, brother. We can't do that.
But they're Americanized.
The old
Well, they're
ones,
Canadian.
the old Indians that
Like
were
the ones
there
you
were
went to school
nice.
with.
They were chill. They would run the corner stores. They were chill. They were nice. Like, you know what I mean?
But I feel like even those Indians, those Americanized Indians, hate the new Indians.
They do 100%. They're like, brother, you're ruining it for us.
Exactly.
Because if you see 100 guys on beaches doing girls, I don't know if you have to believe that, but whatever, doing up, and then you're there for 10 years, and then some guy looks at you like, hey, you're a piece of shit. Brother, I've been here for 10 years. Like, I don't even have an accent. It ruins it for them. It ruins it for them.
How do you think Nav feels?
Yeah, Nav's probably pissed.
Nav's probably pissed.
But
Matter of fact, Polly, get that Canadian national anthem.
I want to react to some stuff with you guys. Paulie, could you play any one of those and just play the thing on the screen?
As an American man, Bosnia, I personally hope you beat our asses in the World Cup. After the Knicks winning a ring and the UFC event that happened at the White House, the last thing we need is more patriotism right now. We are seeing a country that has underwent one of the worst genocides ever seen in history play against one of the most genocidal countries in history. And as an American, I say, destroy us, please. And to
Pause
all
it.
the beautiful Bosnian women.
Paulie, bring up my song. Hey, you don't want patriotism? Then get the out the country. I hate this. Oh, America. Hey, we colonized, We're back-to-back world champs. You suck. What the is wrong with you? You hate America? All right, let's send them to Haiti. Let's send them to Nigeria. Let's send them to Papua New Guinea. Hey, you got no Wi-Fi. You got no running water. No electricity. What are you talking about, un-American? You doing all shit on your iPhone saying, oh, come beat her. Brother, we're back-to-back world champs. We've never lost. The is wrong with you? I'm gonna bend you over and I'm gonna make you sniff gutter. Huh? How about that? I'm gonna bend you over, make you sniff gutter and lick thumbs. How about that one? Hey, true American power. We're gonna Eiffel Tower you. We're gonna put an Eiffel Tower. You wanna go to overseas? We gonna take you to Paris. We gonna Eiffel Tower you. What are you talking about? And brother, we want you.
Oh, yeah. That's good.
I felt good, huh?
She got me fired up, huh?
She fi-
Cock. Talking about America's. Hey, where the? We send. Hey, you talk about us? Phew, phew. Missiles. Whole family lineage done. Wiped. What was that famous quote about the soccer the other day? You were gonna say, Gutter? You win, no one remembers. You lose.
Oh, yeah. If you win... Wait, what was it? If you win, everyone's going to forget about... everyone's going to forget about you. But if we win, no one's ever going to let you forget.
Exactly. No one's ever gonna let you forget. 3 piss missiles. Phew, 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 at your front lawn. Done. What do you got to say about that, Gutter Dom?
I mean, you guys won the game. I told you that guy was... He's going to reap his words.
Yeah. I see what he's trying to say.
But you can't talk about America living in America. That's my issue. Then leave. If you don't like America,
I mean, at
leave.
least have some patriotism.
But the thing,
Like, you can
But,
disagree
okay, so,
with the
like-
government, but have some patriotism to your country. Like,
But you do know
I don't agree with my government, but I'm f***ing Canadian. I'm proud Canadian. And
yeah.
I'll stand by Canada.
I see what you're trying
You
to...
know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's
have
me.
some patriotism, sure. But like it's
And this
hard.
has nothing to do with war.
I feel like it. I
It's
feel
a soccer game.
Yeah, like I feel like you should probably just like if you were to keep out the politics. I know it's hard, especially like now with everything being so fresh, trying to keep it out. But then that opens the door of like every other country's problems that they were having that people are gonna talk about, like the Iran, and then Mexico's done. Which like I feel like we can't just single out the U.S. in this situation.
yeah, but at the end of the day, every country's corrupt.
Exactly.
Every
That's
single
what
country.
I'm trying to say is that like
So listen, do you want to be on the winning team or the losing team? Because hey, brother, we don't want people like you here at all. And you know what's another funny thing? How do you talk? And I went on that guy's profile, right? Because I find these clips. I saw him. He's a musician, right? So it's funny that you talk about America, but every country. And I'm a made musician. I've made 7 figures on music. Still do. A super successful music career with podcast career and label career. How do you talk about American patriotism? But I have so many friends from Argentina, Japan, Thailand, Russia, Ukraine, London, Australia, all these other countries. They're like, I wish I could move to America because America is the epitome of pulp culture, and that's where we're inspired from. So how could you be an inspiring musician and then talk about America? I don't see it.
I think people need to learn the difference of talking about America and like our politicians that have made America humiliating, like for what it is. Like America now wasn't like the America 2008 with Monster Jam and like literally peak America, like peak time. Like bro, that was the
Dude,
I think now our politicians have ruined the American image. So like now it feels like an
We did a
embarrassment.
UFC fight at the White House.
Exactly. That's bro.
How's that
Okay,
embarrassing?
real shit. That's embarrassing.
Okay.
That's embarrassing.
I have a question. Paulie, Google his name, the president who threw boxing matches in the front of the White House back. Teddy Roosevelt. Teddy Roosevelt, what year was he president in? What year was Teddy in?
was that the world? Was he? No, he wasn't.
Teddy Roosevelt was the president of the United States.
No, but I don't know if he was in. I don't know if it was like World War II times. I don't think that was it. Was it?
No, Teddy
It might have
Roosevelt. Teddy Roosevelt might have been. It wasn't. It was prior, I think.
Then World War II.
No,
I
prior
don't remember. I don't remember what year Teddy Roosevelt was president. What was it, Paulie?
1901 to 1909.
Yeah,
So
bro.
Teddy Roosevelt was 1901,
First
1909, and he was throwing boxing matches in the front of the White House. So
Brother,
we've been doing that.
That's 1901.
Okay, but what did the Biden administration do? Type administration threw a trans drag show in front of the White House.
Then that I 100%.
That's insane.
That's insane. That's bro. Those type of events shouldn't be held at our capital.
So you're kind of
like
saying no event should be there.
not no events, but like okay, so like the state
Well, no,
are
I think
failed.
he's saying like keep it formal.
Keep it formal. Keep it formal, bro. If England and they did it in the prime minister's front lawn, like a golf tournament or whatever, where it was like a PGA, like and some bro, yes, because that's classy. But if you're having I feel like the UFC just became super political, and then for them to do at the White House was just like the cherry on top of it, and it was just like it's just super embarrassing because now it just politics are in everything now, like it's just so in your
that's
face.
the problem though. Everything is in like you can't have an event anymore. Like not that one specifically, but in general, you can't have an event or have anything now that's showing countries without people being like, like just enjoy the event, man. The guy just happens to be from that country. Like,
It says here that Teddy Roosevelt threw full contact competitive boxing matches, but he would be the one fighting people.
wait, the
That's
president.
badass.
Hey, okay, now that's badass. If I saw Donald Trump,
next?
if I saw Donald Trump.
He said he famously demanded that his opponents fight him honestly and not pull their punches, and one guy actually made him permanently blind in his left eye. And he kept the injury a secret from the public for years.
Goated. Bro, Teddy Roosevelt. We need.
Where are the Teddy Roosevelts at, huh?
Exactly. If Donald Trump was like Teddy Roosevelt and just less retarded,
We gotta
might
stop.
have been
You know what
fine.
I think it is? We gotta stop electing people that are so old. Like, why are we electing 70-year-old guys? Why can't we elect 40-year-old guys? 50, maybe 50, like 70. You're already like.
But-
You're too old. You're not hit. You don't know what's going
I
on.
have
100%.
thoughts on it. Like when you're too young, you don't know how to really gauge a country.
Yeah, but
so like that
50,
30-year-old,
40 is-
hell no.
No, 30, no.
You know, 40-year-old, I don't
40,
even think so.
50.
I don't think 40. I think
I think like 45,
I think it'd be like
like-
50.
Who was
I
the
think
youngest
50.
president? Barack Obama. How old was he?
But Barack Obama was one
I
of the
know, but
worst
how old
presidents we
was
ever
he?
had in our life.
How old
that's
was he?
debatable.
Barack Obama.
That's debatable.
Barack Obama sent so many missiles to Syria and so many people. He literally is the reason why Gaddafi isn't here anymore. Gaddafi was going to make Africa a great. Africa has so many resources. Gaddafi, whether you like him or not, he cared about. Listen, I don't care. I do care what you do, but do you care about your country? And Gaddafi cared about his country. That's what I'm looking at. Gaddafi caring about his country and his continent. And he did do that. And Gaddafi would still be here if it wasn't for Obama and his administration.
The youngest president is actually Teddy Roosevelt, 42. Obama
See?
was 47.
We need to get him young.
Even
They
but-
have heart. They have power. They're strong. If my prime minister, well, actually, he did, and he lost. But I don't know. But if my guy's fighting and he's in it and he wants to, you know what I mean? He shows umph, not just like, yeah, we had a little talk today. Like, out of here, bro.
Can you check what inflation was at during Barack Obama's presidency? Because that's a big one.
Yeah, but you can't. But the thing, year after year, I would say it's year after year. No matter what president it is, we are going to keep seeing inflation until something really.
Yes,
hits
but
the fan.
not an insane, bro. Like Trump's tariffs, bro. We have a whole 2-hour podcast on how that was a huge
tariffs aren't bad if it's executed correctly.
Failure.
I
Was
just
that
think,
1.4, and then what is it now? Well, obviously it's going to change over time, but like, to make the comparison.
The thing about Trump is
inflation is currently running at a 4.25% annually, noticeably higher than the 3.84 rate recorded at the end of 2008.
yeah, inflation, dude. Everything's getting. But year after year after year, we keep going up until we, as Americans, put America first. Stop giving our money overseas to Ukraine, to Israel, to South America, to NATO, until we stop doing all that and get everyone out of our pockets. We will never see this fix. We have to pull out. Brother, pull out of NATO. They don't do for us. They owe us money. Pull out of Ukraine. Pull out of Israel. Pull out of South America. We're giving them money for no reason. They don't do anything. And all this war over Holy Land. Brother, none of you guys like Jesus. What the hell do any of you guys want the Holy Land for?
I feel like
the Holy Land the Holy Land should be for me. Look, my Greek Orthodox rosary is for us. The Holy Land should come to us. We actually care about Jesus. What are we talking about? The Muslims don't like him, and the Jews don't like him. That's like me as a kid fighting with my boy over candy I don't like, but I'm fighting just because to prove a point. So I think now you guys are just fighting to prove some stupid point.
I say if we get all that money,
and what did I say earlier? I'll turn that to a Rubik's Cube. Give me the button, Trump.
Play the goddamn national anthem again, man. Play the national anthem again.
No, I don't
One
play
more before we go out.
I can't do a pause. I'm going to start sweating. I'm already hot.
Come on, dude. One more time. One more for America.
I can't be late.
If we invested into cool architecture in the U.S. and made it look like Russia, like those type of buildings, bro, the U.S. would be amazing.
Yeah, but I completely agree with you, and I think Europe has so much culture.
Eastern Bloc?
No, I wanted to turn
those
into
communist buildings.
But
bro,
remember, that
what
wasn't built. I mean, I'm sorry, that wasn't.
Is that what you're talking about?
That's been there for ages, so it's different.
Yeah,
you can't recreate that.
That's been there for
Bro,
since the 70s, since the 60s. Since the USSR made it, and people hated those.
What
those giant buildings, the gray ones that are just like super like.
No, look up
Hey,
St. Petersburg.
Find the Canadian one.
Oh, you mean like cathedrals and shit like that?
Yeah.
What we really should be. Don't get me fired up, man. Yeah. Hey, this camera, Canada. I love you with all my heart. Stop selling out. What the? How long is it gonna be until we realize these Indians are us? Hey, Tim Hortons. Pajit Hortons! How many times do I gotta go to Tim Hortons to get a nice coffee and the pull the whole with cream because they love cows? I don't want that cream and curry. How about coffee and Tim? Where's Tim? Hey, where the is the hockey? We had a hockey thing? All Indians talking. Why do we have an Indian hockey channel? Why? Bring back Canada. Bring back McKenna's. Bring back the true white north. The great freedom we had. I remember 10 years ago, I could walk down the street and see 10 white people. Now I see 30 Indians. You doubled it. And I love my old Indians. The new Indians stop on the beach. Stop our women. How about that? Stop being a freak in the gym, you cock. This is Canada.
I agree. Canada, beautiful country. I love Canada. I love Canada from Halifax all the way to Vancouver. We got to get the Indians out. The old Indians, you guys can stay. You guys are cool. Now, I with you guys. But the new ones, you guys make them look like.
Oh, I forgot about Trudeau. I should have went in on Trudeau. Play it again.
Hold on, it's Dom's turn.
Oh, no.
Oh!
I don't have
What,
anything
play
to...
bachata?
I have nothing to rage about.
Put the Canadian one back on. Let me get at
Dom's too chill, man.
Let me get at Trudeau.
I'm really too chill. I'm really
Do it again.
too chill.
Oh! And Trudeau, you piece of 8 years? You had 8 years to our country, and you did it. Congratulations. Now you're on Katy Perry, the that barely went to space. You, Trudeau. Now he's hiding. You didn't even come to the Canada game on the first game of Canada in the first World Cup we ever had in Canada. You're a disgrace. You know that? You, Katy Perry, the plastic bag she flies around in, all of that. And Mark Carney, if you up again, watch. I'm gonna go to Ottawa and I'm gonna take a right in the whatever office we have, and I'm gonna tell the Queen to come and take her land back. Cause guess what? Under England we were doing better. So all that. And I swear to God, if I see an Indian elected as Prime Minister, I'm gonna lose my mind. That's all I have to say. Thank you, Canada. I love you. I'm Canadian first, and I will always be Canada first. I love you, Canada. Stay strong.
Hey, I agree with that. Justin Trudeau, you were the worst Prime Minister of all time.
All time.
Justin Trudeau, you take the biggest L of Prime Minister. You're a disgrace to Canada. I'm have Canadian citizenship, so I can't say that. Katy Perry, you are banging a cuck. You lost all credibility. All your songs that you made that I liked, I no longer like. And you didn't go to the soccer game. What's wrong with you stupid? And yeah, if you guys elect the Prime Minister in Canada, it's Indian, I'm going to be really mad at you guys. And Nick Nation, that's it for today's episode. Stay strong, stay Nick Nation, crack a couple slurs here and there, and hey, just be a good person overall, all right?